spring and summer are on their way. So we are going to get started in a seated position. So you can find a nice comfortable seat, crisscross, and make sure you have a nice long spine. Okay, I'll start the music and we will get going. All right. You can cross one leg in front of the other, or you could sit up on top of your knees, but we're going to be sitting for a few minutes, so this probably wouldn't be super comfortable for a long time. So I would recommend crisscross. You could also plant your feet and bend your knees. Whatever way you're sitting, I want you to have a nice long spine. So as we're settling in, you can maybe rock a little side to side, find your sit bones, and then press those down into the floor. As you do that, reach the top of your head up toward the ceiling. And by going in both directions, right, pressing down with your sit bones and lifting up through your head, you're giving your spine as much space as possible. And then gently close your eyes if that feels comfortable. Or you can just gaze down gently at the floor. Just start to settle into your body. Notice your breath. Check in with yourself. How are you feeling today? How's your body feeling today? You can just notice your thoughts. Maybe you're having a lot of different thoughts and you're thinking about a lot of things. Or maybe your mind is a little bit more calm. You don't have to change anything, just notice. And when you notice that you start to wander and your brain starts to think about other things, come back to your breath. The inhales and the exhales. And when you're ready, bring one hand on top of your heart and bring the other hand on top of that hand, and then gently blink your eyes open. Take a deep breath in, fill all the way up. Open your mouth, side out. All right, we're gonna do some balloon breaths to start warming up our arms and our spine. Balloon breath, if you remember, on a breath in, you open up your arms, nice and big, stretch up, get as big as you can, and on a breath out, let it all go, give yourself a hug, get small. Breathe in, get big, expand your arms, breathe out, cross your arms around and give yourself a hug. Breathe in, get big, and breathe out. More like that. Breathe in, get big, big, big. Loud exhale. Nice job, last one. Breathe in, get big. And then breathe out. Very good. Okay. I want you to switch the cross of your legs. So if you're sitting crisscross like me, I want you to extend your legs out, give them a wiggle, and then try to crisscross them the opposite way, the way that's not so natural to do. Right? We all have one leg that we like to put in front of the other. We're all like that. But it's good to try to balance out your body and try the other way sometimes too. So this feels like a little bit strange for me. And you might feel the same way. But it's good to give it a try. Okay, we're going to do some shoulder and upper back and chest opening exercises. So we'll start by interlacing our fingers in front of us. Extend your arms, push them forward, and then lift them up. And we'll gently do those big circles on the ceiling like we do. Imagining you have paint on your palms and painting a big circle up in the air one direction. Come to stillness. And then go the other direction. Other direction. Very good. Pause in the center. Let go of your hands. And then cactus out your arms. Big, big stretch. Nice job. Bring those arms down, forward, and then up. Very good. Bring your right hand to your left knee. Bring your left hand down behind you. Sit up nice and tall and gently twist to the left. Breathing in, getting a little taller, straight spine. Breathing out, maybe twisting a little more. And gently unwind, come back to center. Lift your arms up. And this time, cross your body, bring your left hand to your right knee. Bring your right hand down behind you, sit up tall, and gently twist to the right. Breathing in and out. Nice job. All right, come back to center. Gently unwind. Very good. One last kind of shoulder exercise here. So I want you, if it's okay for you, to interlace your hands again. And bring your hands up and back behind your head. Kind of like you're holding your hands, your head in your hands, like a pillow, right? And then open up your elbows as wide as you can. You'll feel a very intense stretch in your shoulders, in your chest, and right in the back, right? Don't force anything. Just open them up to where you're like, oh, I'm getting a stretch, and that's good enough. On a breath out, I want you to close your elbows around your ears. Very good. Breathe in, open the elbows. Breathe out, close. Breathe in, open. And breathe out, close. One last time, breathe in, open, keep them open. And then gently bring your hands to your shoulders. So you're just bringing your hands down to your shoulders and your elbows are still nice and big. Very good. On a breath in, turn to the right. On a breath out, turn to the left. Breathe in, turn to the right. Breathe out, turn to the left. Just moving our spine and shoulders in all directions. And then if you want, you can start to breathe and move a little bit faster. That might feel nice. Or maybe slow works better for your body. You can try. You can go fast like a pendulum. Right? That might feel good. Or slow. And it's okay if your arms feel a little bit tired, a little bit fatigued. You only have like 2 more breaths and then they'll get a rest. And come to stillness. Allow your hands to rest down on your knees. Nice job. All right, one last thing. Bring your right hand down by your right hip. Lift your left arm up and over for a side body stretch. in, stretch a little bit more. Make sure that that left hip stays heavy, right, to give you a good stretch. And then big sweeping motion like a windmill, switch sides. Left hand down, right arm up. Side body stretch. And then like a windmill, big sweeping motion back to the other side. One breath here. And then switch sides. Nice. Good stretch. Okay, come back. So now we're gonna swing our knees to one side and then our hands to the other, and we will come to tabletop position. Shoulders over wrists and hips over knees. Make sure your knees are spread far enough apart so that you feel stability. Press down into all 10 fingers and all 10 toes. You can leave your toes tucked if that feels better for your body, or you can flatten the tops of your feet down to the mat. See what works for you. And then we'll do some cat cow. On a breath in, drop your belly, lift your head, lift your tailbone for cow. On a breath out, arch your spine the opposite way, drop your head, tuck your tailbone for cow. Breathe in for cow. Drop your belly, lift your head, lift your tailbone. Breathe out for cat. Breathe in for cow. And breathe out for cat. Nice job, everyone. One more like that. Breathe in for cow. And breathe out for cat. Very good. Okay. Make your fists, your hands into fists to help support your wrists. And press those down into the ground. On a breath in, you're going to reach your right hand forward, up and back, big swimming motion. And then bring that fist back down to the ground. And then you'll switch sides. Reach your left hand forward, up and back, big swimming motion.
It's not right for
Right hand reaches forward, up and back. Bring your hand down. And left hand reaches forward, up and back. Nice job. Okay. Bring your hands flat back down onto the ground. So you're back in tabletop position. And then reach your right leg out behind you. Circle out that right ankle one direction and then the other direction. And then place those toes down on the floor and gently rock forward and back, opening up the back of the leg. And then when you're ready, lift that leg back up, bend the knee, and we will stamp the ceiling 5 times. You ready? As if you have paint on the bottom of your foot. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice job. Bring that knee back down. And then gently bring your hips towards your heels for child's pose. You can walk your fingers forward to bring your head down towards the ground. And it's okay if your head doesn't touch the ground. You can always make a pillow with your hands to rest your head on. And just breathe and rest here. maybe you make your fingertips with the little spidery hands. And then walk your hands over to the right for a side body stretch in child's pose. Breathing into those side ribs. All right, we don't often stretch this way. Sometimes it feels nice. And then you can crawl your fingers like little spiders all the way over to the left side and get a nice stretch in the other side ribs. You might feel a stretch in your shoulder and your back. Breathe in deeply. And then come all the way back and come on back up to tabletop position. Great job. All right. Before we do the opposite leg, we're going to do one more kind of rotating stretch. I want you to press down into the ground with your left hand and reach your right arm up with a big twist. Very good. And then just like we did last week, you're going to reach that right hand underneath your body and tap your left shoulder. And then bring it up. So it's like you're rotating along your spine, right? Like you're rolling around, but you're not. Reach underneath, tap the left shoulder. Very good. One more like that. Reach that right arm back up, unwind. Very good. And then reach it underneath and tap your shoulder. Good. Go ahead and switch hands. Put that right hand down, left side. Reach your left hand out and up to the side, big stretch up. And then reach that left hand underneath you and tap your shoulder. Very good. Reach up, unwind, and then go ahead and reach that left hand underneath you, tap your shoulder. One last time. Big stretch up. And then reach underneath and tap your right shoulder. Great job. Unwind, come back to tabletop position, and then extend your left leg long behind you. Press down into all 10 fingers to really support yourself. Circle out that left leg, that left ankle, one direction, and then the other. And then place those left toes down on the floor. Rock forward and back, opening up the back of the leg. Nice stretch for your legs. And then when you're done with that, you can lift your leg back up and bend the knee. And then we're going to stamp the ceiling 5 times. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice job. Bring both knees back down. Sit back for child's pose for 1 or 2 breaths, and then we will come to stand. Okay. You can roll up to be sitting on your knees. And from here, you can roll to the side and find your way up to standing. Or you can come through downward facing dog. Your choice, whatever works best for you. If you come through downward dog, lift your hips, maybe bend your knees a little bit, press into your fingers and your toes. And then walk your feet up to meet your hands. And slowly everyone will roll all the way up. I'm just going to adjust the camera a little bit so you can see. All right, we will find Tadasana. Feet are hips width distance apart. Arms are stretched straight down by your side. Reach those arms out and up, big sweeping motion. Look up. Hands come to your heart. And down by your side. Reach those arms out and up. Big sweeping motion. Beautiful job. Hands to your heart. And down by your side. One last time. Big sweeping motion. Arms up. This time, as hands come through heart center, bend your knees and slowly fold forward. Bend your knees a lot if you need to. Let your head relax. And then gently sway side to side. Your hands can be wherever they are. And then finally, slowly, vertebrae by vertebrae, all the way back up to stand. The head is the last thing to come up. And then we'll roll the shoulders up and down. All right. Come to stand at the back of the mat. Very good. Okay. We are going to do warrior number 1. Then we're going to do warrior number 2. Okay. So we'll start with our right leg. Take a giant step forward with your right leg. Your back foot comes down at an angle. Make sure there's space between your feet, right? You don't want to be on a tightrope for warrior number 1. Makes it hard to balance. Your body and your hips are moving towards that front right leg, right? It's impossible for them to get there exactly, but that's the direction they're going. And then you bend into your front knee and bring your hands forward and up. Warrior number 1. And if you're like, oh, this doesn't feel so good in my knee or my back, I want you to lift your heel and stay on your toes. Okay, that's just as good. Your back heel and your foot doesn't need to be down if you're having any pain, right? Just be up on your back toes. Hold the pose, breathe in, and big breath out. Bring your hands to your heart. Now, from here, if you are up on your toes, you're going to seal your heel down. If you already were kind of here for warrior number 1, you're going to extend your feet out a little bit. And then you're going to turn your back toes a little bit more parallel to the end of the mat. That allows your hips to open. You see how I go from here, right, with my foot to here. The movement of the foot allows the knee and the leg to stay safely in its socket. Then you're more open, right? You can bend into that front knee. Warrior number 2. That's a transition that we do a lot sometimes in yoga. We haven't really practiced it yet here, so I wanted to try it today. Warrior number 2. Arms are wide and straight by your sides. And you look gently over that right knee. Very good. Flip that front palm, reach up and back for peaceful warrior. And then bring your right forearm to your right thigh. And then reach your left arm up. Remember, no dumping into your shoulder, right? Use your muscles to keep you up. Side angle. And then come all the way up, straighten all your legs. Bring your toes parallel to each other. Bend your knees. And then gently fold forward. Wide leg forward. Only go as far as is comfortable. Bend your knees a lot, right? That's okay. Feels good. And then gently press down into the floor and bring your body back up. Bring your feet together, shake it up. All right, from here, We'll do our sun salutations and then go into our second side. So come back to Tadasana, warrior pose. Great job. Reach your arms out and up. Big stretch up, palms touch. Hands to your heart. And down by your sides. Good job. Big sweeping motion. Reach those arms out and up. Palms touch. Hands to your heart. And down by your side. Last time, reach those arms way out and up. Big sweeping motion. Hands to your heart. And this time, bend your knees and slowly fold forward. Maybe this time you can clasp opposite elbows and sway back and forth like a ragdoll. Allow the top part of your spine to really relax. And then gently release and roll slowly all the way back up. Head is the last thing to come up. And then you roll your shoulders up and down. Nice job. Okay, last side. Come to the other side of your mat. So we're going to do the same thing that we did on the right leg, but on the left leg. All right. Bring your hands to your hips. Take a giant step forward with your left. Okay. So you can either seal your back heel down up at an angle for warrior one. If you try that and you're like, oh, that doesn't feel good on my back or my knees, lift your heel up and that automatically brings your body to a totally fixed forward. Okay, so you can try it out, see what feels good for you. And then when you found what feels good, bring your arms forward and up, bend into that front left knee. Warrior number one. Nice job, everyone. These look beautiful. Good work. Hold the pose. One more deep breath in. And out. Nice job. Bring your hands to your heart. Okay. Straighten your leg for a moment. Let it have a rest. Now you're going to adjust your back foot so we can go to warrior two. A good thing to do is kind of maybe scoot your toes out just a little bit, because warrior number two is a little bit of a wider base. And then you're going to adjust your back foot so that it's parallel to the back of the mat. It allows your hip to open and keep your knee safe, right? We want to make sure our joints are where they're supposed to be to keep us safe. When you're here, your heels are almost in a line, right? Or heel to arch. That's kind of where your feet should be. So you can make an adjustment. And then when you're ready, spine nice and long, chest open, bend into that front left knee. Make sure your knee is still tracking over your ankle, right? That means it's on top. And then when you're finally ready, add the arms. Warrior number two. Beautiful job. Flip that front palm and reach up and back for peaceful warrior. Bring your left forearm to your left thigh without dumping into your shoulder, right? Use your muscles to hold you up. Lift your right arm, side angle pose. And then carefully and gently bring yourself all the way up. Straighten all your legs. And then just bring your legs together. Shake it out. Nice job. Okay. Bring both your hands to your heart on top of one, on top of the other. Take a deep breath in, fill all the way up. Open your mouth, big sigh out. Nice job. Okay, one last thing before we sit down. We're gonna do some twisting chair. I want you to bring your arms here. Maybe I'll do it to the sides. You're gonna bend your knees, sink your hips, bring your arms forward for chair pose. From here, you're gonna bring your left hand back, your right arm forward, and twist to the left. See how I'm kind of twisting in my chair? I'm still sitting in my chair, but I'm twisting. Then gently bring that left hand forward and up, untwist, stay in the chair. You're like, we're gonna get tired, it's okay. Reach that right arm back, left arm forward. Twist to the right. One more breath, you got this. Gently bring that right hand back, forward and up, and then stand up. Whew. Nice job. Good work. Okay, from here, we're gonna go ahead and sit down. So, if you know you just like to go ahead and sit, do that. And just like camera. If you wanna come through chair pose with me, you can do that. So, if you're coming through chair, here we go. Bend your knees, sink your hips, arms forward, and up. Hold it. Sit a little bit lower, hold that. Sit a little bit lower, challenge, hold that. Yikes. Woo. And then go ahead and sit all the way down. Extend your legs out long in front of you. Maybe point and flex the toes. And circle out your ankles. And then keep your toes flexed. Put a little bend in your knee to help your back stay nice and long. Reach your arms forward and up. Use your belly muscles to help you fold forward. So rather than just letting them relax and go, which causes you to kind of just dump forward, right? Use your belly muscles to keep your spine long, and then slowly, slowly fold forward. And then when you've folded enough, you can allow your head and your arms and your neck and everything to just release. And then gently roll all the way up. Okay. From here, I want you to bring your right leg and open up the knee and the hip, kind of like you're bringing it into tree pose. You want to do this gently so that your knee is okay. If this doesn't feel good for your knee, don't do it. Just do another forward fold. You don't have to do the tree pose legs. But if it feels good to try to do the tree pose, you can do that. Once your right leg is in the tree pose, you're gonna flex your left toes, reach up, and then gently fold forward towards that left leg, right? And it's gonna feel much more intense than the last stretch because you're just on one leg, right? And you're also doing a hip opening at the same time. So don't force anything, just go as far as is comfortable for you. Just be here for 2 breaths. And then gently roll all the way back up. Extend your right leg out. Give it a little wiggle. Now, same thing goes for this side. If when you open up that left leg and that left knee, and your body's telling you, no, no thank you, just do another forward fold, right? It's okay to do 3 of the same thing at once. But if you open up your left knee and your left hip and you bring your legs to tree pose, One more breath. And then slowly roll back up. Extend both of your legs long. Give them a little wiggle. If you're like me, you might need to scoot down a little bit on your mat. And then gently lay all the way down. Hug your knees into your chest. Big squeeze. Maybe rock a little bit side to side. Hug your right knee into your chest. Extend your left leg long. Big, big squeeze. Circle out that right ankle. One direction and then the other. Now, I want you to try to bring your right knee across your body. So it's almost like you're almost going to roll over, but you're just bringing your right knee across your body for a different type of gentle twist. It's okay to bend that left leg, whatever feels good. And if this feels good, you can start to open up that right arm into like a T, right? So that you're more of a twist. But if that's too much, just stay like this. It's a gentle opening for your low back. Right? It should feel good. If it hurts, don't do it. And then gently try to unwind and come back to center, right? Very gentle. Gentle with your spine. Hug both knees into your chest. Reset. And then hug your left knee in and extend your right leg long. Big, big squeeze of the left knee into the chest. Maybe circle out that ankle, one direction and then another. And then gently bring that left leg over the right side of your back. Right, so it's a little bit strange to try this pose at first, but then it starts to feel quite nice. Now you can stay just like this. If you want more of your upper spine to have a twist, you would extend your left arm out to the left, right? So you're making a big T with your arms. It distributes the weight a little bit differently, so you might feel the stretch further up your spine. But if that's too intense, just keep both arms towards the right side, right? The way that you're light. See what feels good. And then gently unwind. Hug both your knees in for your final squeeze. Maybe you rock a little bit more side to side. Maybe you do some small circles with your knees. Massage out the hips and the low back. And then gently extend your legs long and your arms long down by your sides. Our favorite part. Take a deep breath in, fill all the way up. Hold it. Sip in a little bit more air. Hold that. Open your mouth, big sigh out. Shavasana. No more effort. Just rest. to deepen your breath. You might wiggle your fingers and your toes. You might circle out your ankles or your wrists. And then gently step one foot and then the other foot onto the ground. And then roll over to one side. And gently bring your body up to a comfortable seat. Sit up nice and tall. Seal your hands at your heart center and we'll do 3 cleansing breaths together. Breathe in through your nose. Big sigh out your mouth. Breathe in. And let it go. Last one. Take a deep breath in. Great job, my friends. Excellent work. I bow to you. Namaste. Great job.
Thank you, Sarah.
Thank you, Sarah.
Thank you, Sarah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Sarah, for first class.
Thank
I
you,
love
Sarah.
Polka.
Thank you, Sarah.
You're
You're all-
welcome.
All relaxed. Have a good night's sleep, everyone, and we'll
You
see
too.
you tomorrow.
Okay, I
Yep.
will.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Bye, guys.
Sarah,
Bye.
log off if
Adam,
you
what's your
can.
question?
Oh, about my quick thought. I just found something right online. I just found something that might be kind of very hope. We're still doing Cinderella on until Tuesday night.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I
think
just
I
found
think
a
they
lot
have
of
everything they need, Adam. I think Jennifer and Kristen and John, I think they're all set for tomorrow
Oh.
night.
All right.
All right, but thanks
All
for
right, thanks.
asking.
Thanks, Adam. We'll see you tomorrow at Rock and Roll.
Yeah.
Okay, guys.
Yeah.
See you guys tomorrow.
All right,
Bye,
bye-bye.
guys.
Bye, Brian.
Bye,
Bye,
Brian.
Adam.
Adios.
Amigos.
Bye.
Hey,
Bye, Brian.
Bye, Brian.
Sarah. Bye, Mark.
Bye, Brian. Thank you.
Thank you.
It was great.
Always good.
Good.
Very nice.
How are you feeling? Karen, how's your knee?
It has its good days and its bad days.
You had a
Right
tough
now.
weekend.
Right now, I'm exhausted. I just want to go to bed.
Yeah.
I'm really tired.
You should.
But the
Start.
problem is I can't sleep. So it's like I don't know. like
Can you take a
catch-22.
pill right
What?
at night so you can at least get a good night's start to the sleep?
What was that?
Can you take a pill now just to get you to
Yeah.
sleep?
I just did.
Okay.
But it sucks because it's like hardly any milligrams. It's like, I don't even know what it is.
That's why you combine it with wine.
Oh,
Well, I said that to Bruce last week. I said, you're not supposed to drink and take drugs at the same time, but I'm telling you, I need some. No. I'm gonna-
Yoga, wine, and some powerful meds.
Yeah, there you go.
That's what's prescribed.
Yeah, Dr. Kelly in the house.
Dr. Kelly, yeah. I don't even think I took biology care. I took anatomy and phys. Tell you about your
Oh,
muscles and your ligaments.
I'm so tired. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Mm,
Be where you're at, right?
Thanks, Sarah.
Get some
Thank
rest.
you.
I'll
All
see
right.
you at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm struggling, Karen, even for James Taylor videos. Can you believe that? No one's done like a
Hard to-
5-minute
hard to
biography on
believe.
James Taylor.
Huh.
Yeah.
Well, I
That's-
found a couple, so I'm good. We're just
You're good.
showing them and
I found a Sunday morning, the Sunday morning show
Interview. Yeah.
that the four of us would love, but it's gonna put Ruth to
I
bed.
love it. Put that on.
I might just put it
Yeah.
on. Put it on in a couple songs.
I did that one for Tina Turner, the interview with her, and that was good.
Yeah,
It's good to have someone, it's good to have someone talking to her. Yeah, talking to him.
all right, so that's maybe what you're gonna get. You're gonna get Billy Joel, all songs, no history. You're gonna get James Taylor, a lot of talk, not a lot of songs.
It's all right. We like to hear him talk.
Okay, sounds good.
Sounds great.
All right, have a good night, everyone.
Good night, everyone.
better, Karen.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Night.